Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. What's up? Hey yo, not Jakaya and Jim are coming for my life. I told y'all I ain't never late. Stop playing with me. What's up? I ain't never late. Chill on me. Yo, what's good? How y'all feeling today? Yo, Thursday. I know I be saying every day like my favorite day, but no, for real. Thursday is like my favorite day. What's up, y'all? And y'all know I'm super excited because we got a crazy session for y'all today. But yo, the top of my list, what? Hey yo, not for sale. Anea, is that you, baby? What's up, yo? Anea, yo, I think this is your first time in history being first, yo. What's up? Yo, that's crazy. Yo, somebody write that down on the big board. Yo, Anea is first. What's up, Anea? And yo, definitely my sincere and heartfelt condolences to you and your family for the loss that y'all took today. I am extremely sorry that y'all got to go through this pain and got to go through this hurt, but know that your HeartSmiles family got you. And if it's anything that you need, you let us know. Y'all make sure y'all give Anea all the love. Remember I told y'all she need love? She need extra love now. So just be giving her all the love. And even after this, keep checking on her, y'all. Her family lost one of their giants today. So our thoughts and prayers are definitely with you. But yo, who else we got here? What's up, Sane? How you feeling? Good to see you. What's up, Charles? How you doing? Lyrical J, what's up? Lyrical J, what happened to the Funkified? You know what? I'm not even dealing with you right now, yo. Get on your stuff, yo. Get on your stuff, yo. What's up, Autumn? How you doing? Good to see you. Tizzy Tay, what's up, Tay? How you doing? Chaos Smoothies, what's up? Hey, yo, y'all know Chaos Smoothies and Marta General, they presenting at this national conference with me next week. And today we did a run through. Y'all know Cam was on the run through telling the presenters, these national people, coaching them on their presentation skills. Yo, we was calling the coach Cam, yo. She was like, y'all ain't about to present that all dry. Y'all gonna have to step y'all game up. I wanna feel y'all energy, all that. Like, yo, when I tell you she owned that space, she owned that situation. Like, I was like, yeah, go ahead, Cam. Definitely held it down, yo. What's up, Reality Real Spill? Yo, y'all make sure y'all check out Reality Video 2. She's starting something for youth, like peer-to-peer mentoring, something like that. It's going to mix in well with what we already got going on. Reality, I'm so proud of you, yo, because I remember we just met you over the summertime, and now here you are doing big things, yo. That's what's up. Journo J, what's up, Journo J? Good to see you, yo. Hey, Tanaya, what's up, Tanaya? Good to see you. Yo, Track Star, what's up, Track Star? Good to see you too. Marta General, great job today, Marta General. And y'all gotta make sure y'all giving Marta General like all the props, y'all, because that man is truly stepping up in his role as a leader, y'all. I'm so proud of you, y'all. It's a good thing to watch you grow. What's up, Gemma? Even though you try to come for my life, yo, I ain't never late. Stop playing with me. What's up? Hey, Yolanda. Yo. Good to see you. How you doing, y'all? Good to have you here. Hey, Jakaya, coming for my life too. What's up? Good to see you. Hey, Anaya, what's up, baby? Good to see you, yo. Lene the activist. What's up, Lene? Y'all, we got to get Lene to Congress, y'all. That's the goal. What's up? We got to get Lene and Journal J to Congress, y'all. What's up, Mentor Nate? Good to see you. Hey, Summer. What's up, Summer? My bad for mixing up you and Ari. You know y'all twins for real. What's up, y'all? Good to see you. Hey, Tima. What's up, Fatima? Fatima, you only got like a week on them goals, girl. Yo, let them goals not be complete. Drag City. What's up, though? How you feeling? Good to see you, yo. Who else I got here? Hey, Miss Sushma, what is up? Tay Bangs, what's up? Tay Bangs, get your man beat, yo. He done changed the time for our battle like 2, 3 times. He be trying to get out of it. Like, nah, we gotta do that. Yo, I told him to hit you up to make sure that it ain't no conflict, because you can see I'm ready to burn them up, yo. Like, the last thing you want to do is challenge me on some music stuff. Nah, that's why as soon as we done here today, we hopping right off and we going to the Zoom, because we gonna play the real versions, old school versus new school. Get your parental permission if you need permission to listen to that kind of music. But link in the bio, tell your man beat stop playing, and I don't want to hear he's sick either, yo. For real. What's up, Miss Money Mo? Thank you, Miss Money Mo. She's going to be hosting our situation tonight. What's up, Simone? Good to see you, Simone. How you doing? Stinker here with us today. What's up, Stinker? Yo, we ain't seen Stinker in a month of Sundays. Good to see you, Stinker. How you feeling? And happy belated birthday. Y'all know Stinker just turned the big 16. What's up, yo? Good to see you. Who else I got in here? Hey, Jordan. Jordan, y'all can actually get ready to start coming on in like 2 minutes. Y'all know Jordan is hosting the situation tonight, y'all. So that's really about to be a good situation. What's up, Sid? Good to see you, Sid. Hey, Ken, what's up? Hey, Ryan, don't stop. Yo, is this your first Thriving Thursday? Yo, if this your first Thriving Thursday, yo, let us know so we can give you a proper welcome, yo. Hey, Ma, y'all see my mother in here. What's up, Ma? Oh, my bad, Stinker. Not 16, y'all, 17, yo. Tay-Baz repping the new school. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, Tay-Baz. I'm going to put you over here on this side just for the day. You can come back in tomorrow. Put you over there for the day. What's up, Tizzy Tay Mom? Good to have you here. What's up? Hey, Dorian. What's up, Dorian? Good to have you here, Dorian. Yo, did I miss anybody? Hey, Nisi. What's up, Nisi Poole Taylor? Yo, Haya, yo. Congrats to everybody that did their presentation for Haya today. What is up with y'all? Ava Nat, I hope I didn't pronounce that wrong. I know this your first Thriving Thursday because I never seen that name. Welcome, 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 y'all. Make sure y'all show her all the love, y'all. Oh, Ryan Don't Stop said this Soraya. Oh, what's up, Soraya? You just on your other account. You on your down low account. What's up, DJ? Yo, good to see. Naeem, stop hacking Breezy Breeze account. That's why she ain't been number one for the past couple of days, yo. You hacked the account. Come on, Jordan. Bring your team. Let's go, Jordan. That's right, Anaya. Old school. That's right, Anaya. That's right, Naeem. Old school, yo. That's right. Jordan, that's your mommy. Hey, mommy. What's up? Oh, thank you. I'm glad I pronounced that right. Welcome to Thriving Thursday. Jordan!
Hey!
What's up?
Nothing, just waiting on everybody else, but I'm ready.
Yo, you got the Beyonce look and everything, yo. I'm here for it.
Thank you.
Hey, Lamar in here. My bad, Lamar. Lamar on the Thriving. Do you know Lamar Jordan?
I heard the name before, but I don't know him personally.
Yeah, because he been slacking, but he back. He back.
That's good. At least he back, though. That's all that matters.
Wavy way. Yeah, I'm going to go find my wavy way. Yo.
Right, so let me start sharing.
Yeah. Jordan team, y'all better come on here. Why y'all trying to leave her hanging?
Right. I made sure I shared the link with him.
Yo, oh, they got that link. They definitely got that link. They gonna sing. Hey, sing.
Hey, sing.
All right, I'm about to shut up for a minute. This y'all show. I'm off for a little minute. Let me just enjoy.
Okay, so let me start from the top. Okay, so basically today we're talking about healthy methods or ways of coping with your trauma, and not just emotional trauma, but physical trauma, just ways to get your mental health back on track, keep everything straight. Because it's not easy. It's definitely a difficult journey, especially if you're trying to take it on your own, but you can always get help and reach out to other people when you need help. So the first thing I want to talk about is breaking the stigma around asking for help, and specifically talking about therapy, because a lot of the time in the Black community or within African American households and families, therapy is discouraged or not talked about. So when teenagers, especially Black teenagers, try to bring up their mental health to their parents or sometimes to their peers, your parents will get that response of, oh, you're not depressed. You don't have anything to be depressed about, that type of thing. So it's just like, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to go to an outside source, because a lot of the times we'll have these feelings and these emotions and they'll go undiagnosed. So we really won't know whether or not we're depressed, whether or not we have anxiety, whether or not we're struggling to grieve and cope correctly. So it's definitely good to get a professional perspective on things instead of just trying to go about it all alone. Sorry. So next, speaking about therapy, it's better to go to a trained professional than to try to dump all of your baggage on your friends and family, because everybody has their own life. Everybody has their own things that they go through. Everybody has their own baggage that we have to handle individually. And if you're constantly turning to family and friends and relying on them for happiness and emotional support and emotional stability, you're never going to get that stable emotional state that you're looking for, because it's not within yourself. And that's a big thing that some people will try to ignore or not focus on. Like, instead of trying to say, okay, I'm happy on my own, I'm okay alone. No, I'm not lonely, but I'm okay alone and I'm okay by myself. They'll try to replace that with relationships, with material things, or just completely disregard the stuff that they're feeling and try to distract themselves. And you can distract yourself for as long as you want, but you're never going to heal. Hold on. You saying it, Kennedy? Y'all gonna have to
Yeah, I was
on.
can I add on to that?
Of course.
Yeah, I feel like, sometimes when you're like hurting or you need help, like there's this like hole in your heart and you just try to find people to like, fill that hole in when it really needs to come like within yourself. Like I feel like falling in love with yourself and just taking some time. Like when you spend time by yourself, you're really gonna see how much like it was well needed. Like you can't always go to people when you need help, because what's gonna happen when they're not there? What's gonna happen when they're not picking up the phones? Like then what are you gonna do? Like you have to learn how to deal with that stuff on your own. It's not gonna happen overnight, but that's what's gonna help with your healing.
Yeah, something that a lot of people fail to realize is that they complete themselves. Like they stay looking for certain qualities in other people that they have in themselves, like from the get go. So they be so focused on trying to find other people to complete them. When you complete yourself, like you should be your own best friend. You should feel comfortable spending quality time with yourself. You should feel comfortable getting to know yourself more, because at the end of the day, you really spending more time with yourself than you will spend with another person.
Yeah. And about the therapy thing, like I know what it's like to have like, family members, like you come to them like, what are you depressed about? Like what do you need to be depressed about? There's a lot going on. And it's a lot of things. Don't feel like you feel some type of way. Don't feel like you shouldn't feel that type of way. Nobody can control what they feel. It's just up to you to work on that. So I feel like I understand like, family members, parents or whatever, they might not be supporting of it. But at the end of the day, you need that help and it's up to you to get it.
Jordan, you can go to the next slide.
Okay. All right, there we go.
So,
you want to go? Oh, okay. My
oh,
bad.
you can go. You can go.
You can go first.
Oh, but on this slide, I basically, the first healthy coping method to cope with trauma, I chose journaling, because that's a really easy, accessible way to figure out your feelings and how to learn them. Like the best way to control yourself is to understand your feelings, you know what I'm saying? And journaling, you can get like a journal from the dollar store, Five Below, all those types of stores. They're really inexpensive to own. When you're journaling, you can relieve your stress and anxiety. increase you can understand yourself more, and you can and a good thing is that nobody know your business besides if your family members are being nosy and read it, but nobody else know your business besides yourself. Yeah.
I was going to add on to that because sometimes I write in my notes and I like lock my notes so nobody can read them because people love to be nosy. But like I feel like journaling really is a good way to get stuff out. Like you said, it was like a couple sessions ago. Jordan was like, write everything down on a piece of paper and burn it. And like as soon as she said that, like that's the first thing I did after we was done. And it really helps. Like stuff like that really helps. And I feel like sometimes if you like need to talk to yourself, like I know it sounds crazy, but like talking to yourself isn't a bad thing. Like I don't know crazy stuff, but just letting stuff out because it's better. Yeah, it's better to say things and leave them like inside because the longer that stuff stays inside, the more it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, definitely like journaling in general, or like just writing stuff down on a piece of paper to get your feelings out, because it gives yourself time to think about your thoughts, and you won't act out of anger or say something out of anger towards someone else if you really have time to focus your energies towards figuring out how you feel. Because you're never just one emotion. Like you're never just upset, you're never just angry, you're never just sad. You're feeling a whole bunch of things at the same time. So if you allow yourself to think through all of that and work through all of that, it'll probably be a better and easier process when you're trying to express yourself to the people around you. Like if your family member asks what's wrong, well, you can't just say, oh, I'm just upset, because they're going to say, well, what's wrong? And if you can't explain that because you need time to think about it, you might take that out on them because you don't fully understand how you're feeling yet. So writing stuff down or typing it in your notes, like Hussein said, is really a good way to at least get some stuff out or to at least work through your thoughts first. Oh my bad. Was somebody about to go?
Yeah.
You can go ahead.
About the whole like because I know sometimes when I be bad, I just don't want to be bothered, and it's better to not be bothered than take your energy out on like take it all out on other people because it really hurts them because they think like wow, like why is she mad at me right now? But like sometimes you just gotta tell people like I just need my space right now so I don't go crazy on you because it's hard, like it might sound just easy just not to like take it all out on them or like yell or out of anger because you're very angry at the moment. So just tell people like, I need my space right now. I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like picking up the phone. It's nothing wrong with that. And if people don't understand that, then that's on them. So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Oh, my bad.
Oh, my bad, but you can go first. Hold on.
I was just gonna say I really agree. Like sometimes distance is needed, especially from the people that are closest to you, because sometimes they hurt more than help. So sometimes you just gotta take that space.
Yeah, I
Another
agree.
oh my
Oh,
bad. Okay.
go ahead.
Who's another thing is like don't be afraid to like cut people off. If you like I know sometimes when you first just meet people, they're like, oh wow, they're gonna be in my life forever. And but then slowly but surely they start showing their true colors. And the stuff that they start showing you is not in your if you see that's not in your best interest, it's not helping you grow, then you don't need them in your life. Don't feel bad about cutting people off. Like that's something I had to learn. Like don't feel bad about it at all. If in order for you to grow, some people have to go, and that's just something you gotta accept. No matter like even if that's made your closest friend for the longest, and they do some real bakey stuff or move some type of way, or do some things that hurt you or bring up your insecurities, like they might have to go. Like it's the truth, but like you might not want to hear that. They might not want to hear that. They might be angry, but I mean it's you we're talking about. It's not them.
Yeah, and adding on to what she had to say, one thing that I realized about journaling is that your healer is always going to be yourself. Like paying somebody to try to heal you is not going to get you really healed on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And people not always going to be ready to grow with you when you're ready to grow. So like she was saying, it's okay to cut people off and move on because people come in your life for one or two reasons, as a blessing or a lesson. So you just got to take it how it is and move on with your life.
Yeah, and for like sometimes that's easier said than done for some people, but even with that, don't confuse attachment with dependency. Because you can be attached to somebody and love them from a distance, but if you're dependent on someone for your happiness, for your stability, for your mental stability or physical stability, in a bad way, sometimes you need to leave that situation. And it might feel like it's impossible to leave, but if you don't feel like you're growing, you don't feel like you're happy, you don't feel like you're satisfied, if you start to feel like you're stuck, then that's not a situation that you need to stay in, because you're not benefiting from it, you're not growing in it. And I feel like nobody wants to stay in the same place their entire life, because that's pointless. So you should definitely want to, if you feel like you're not going anywhere with this person or with this situation, whatever it may be, even careers. If you've been in a career for a long time, you've been in a relationship for a long time, you've been in a certain position for a long time, you're going to want change unless you're completely comfortable. And if you're not, then you're going to have to do certain things, remove certain people, remove certain traits and habits too, because your habits and your traits can be your downfall sometimes. And even your mindset, because there are some people with bad mindsets and they're just like, well, that's just how I am. No, you're traumatized and you have emotional things that you need to work out in order for you to not be the way that you are. So I definitely feel like sometimes you have to distance yourselves from the things that you thought were for you for a long time and discover what's really for you or the new you that you're becoming. And then for that next slide, I was talking about self-care. So if anybody knows what a love language is, it's the specific ways that you like to receive love or forms of affection. And a lot of times people think that's only limited to relationships and romantic relationships or friendships, but it's really not. You can use your love languages on yourself, and it's really not hard to do. Those are some of the ways that you can love yourself. And before you want to force your love language on someone else, you should know how you want to use it for yourself. You should know how you want to be loved in order to teach someone else how to love you. And I feel like for relationships and friendships, people will expect people to know how to love them right off the bat, but you aren't even completely sure how to love yourself. So how can you expect that from someone else for you? So there are 5 main types of love language. It's physical touch, quality time, receiving gifts, words of affirmation, and acts of service. There are a bunch of other ones that are smaller and more specific, but these are the main big ones. So I talked about just ways or examples of how you can give that to yourself, like quality time. Go shopping alone. You can shop at your own pace. You can pick out the stuff that you want, try on the stuff that you want. Exercising alone, reading, organizing your space. A lot of times, at least for teenagers, we spend a lot of times in our rooms, and your room is like your safe space. So that should be something that you're taking time to put into. Get stuff that you like for your room, new blankets, new shelves, organize your space so it's not hectic. At least for me, if my room is a mess, I can't focus. Like, it's chaotic for me. So organize your space and just find time for self-intimacy. Like, spend time with yourself. Like Hussein said earlier, talking to yourself. If you don't got a friend, find a friend in yourself. That's probably like really crazy, but talk to yourself. Let your emotions out with yourself. Cry by yourself. Talk to yourself. It's really not hard or crazy to do. For physical touch, weighted blankets. For a lot of times, people with anxiety who have panic attacks or who have trouble focusing, weighted blankets will calm them down. So if you struggle with that, that's something that you could use. Getting nice sheets, treating yourself to massages, spa days, yoga, stretching, getting clothing that's comfortable. I mean, nobody wants to wear clothes that are uncomfortable. So taking care of your hair, your skin, your nails, those are some ways just to keep up with physical touch. For words of affirmation, using scripting. So scripting is writing in the future or the present tense and saying things like, I will have this, I will do this, I am, or stuff like that. So it's just ways to positively affirm yourself and the things that you want to become or want to do. Like we said earlier, journaling. And just speaking affirmations out loud in the mirror. If you struggle with self-confidence, standing in the mirror saying, I am loved, I am beautiful, I'm confident, I'm intelligent, things like that. If you do that every morning for like 30 days, this is actually something my mom told me. It takes 21 days to break a habit and 21 days to make a habit. So if you sit in the mirror and do that for 21 days, I'm pretty sure you're going to make it a habit and you'll start to do it every day. And the things that you're saying will start to become true. You'll feel confident. You are intelligent. You'll feel more intelligent. So you'll be more positive when talking about yourself rather than having a negative connotation of yourself. For acts of service, making your bed, making yourself breakfast, making sure you clean your space, just small acts of kindness towards yourself. Because a lot of times some people will focus on being kind to others before they're kind to themselves. So you'll compliment others, you'll help others out, but you aren't even focused on what you need to do in order to help yourself. So just small things like that can really make a difference when it comes to mental health or just helping yourself in general out of a deep space or a small slump.
Oh, you done? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm done.
So back to what you were saying, like your bad habits really could be your downfall. Like you have to work on changing that, and sometimes it requires you getting out your comfort zone. And the whole like those what you was just saying about the weighted blankets. Yes, my anxiety gets so bad, and they really do help. But like I was saying, like sometimes you need to do stuff that takes you out your comfort zone. Like I personally, like my anxiety is so bad. Like sometimes I can't even walk down the street without feeling so paranoid. Like I have to be on the phone with my mother. So stuff like that, like walking outside every day, doing something that you're not comfortable with doing, like it really will help, even though it's going to be hard. But life is not about being comfortable your whole life. You have to get uncomfortable at one point. Like that's the only way you're going to be able to grow. And like sometimes if you feel like you need to self-reflect, have a little self-care day, take a little nice little bath, then that's what you got to do what you got to do. And it's not about what anybody, if you have, sometimes you have to cancel plans, like not even like you have something to do and you just say, I don't feel like going today. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like you're not up for it. And that's nobody can judge you for that. And if it's a problem, then maybe you need to reconsider who you have as your friends. And people, like, you're not required to give people what's left of you. You have to give people the rest of you. And that really, however long that takes for you to work on yourself, it's okay. Like it's no time limit on growth. There's no time limit on getting better. Like you just have to within yourself. And the more time you realize it has to be within yourself, like the faster it's gonna come.
So here are some affirmations that I personally use, and I actually highly recommend somebody taking a screenshot of them if they want to use them for themselves to show some love and appreciation to myself. Really, like Jordan was saying about showing yourself kindness and compassion and stuff. So yeah, like I was saying, I think it's really important to, like, for example, I said I'm continually growing and continually growing and evolving. A lot of people, they be so focused on trying to like beat the next person that you don't even give yourself credit for all the stuff that you're doing every single day. Getting about your bed and making your bed is an accomplishment. Getting something to eat is an accomplishment. Drinking
Did she go on mute or we can't hear you? Oh.
I think she did say earlier her internet connection was acting crazy, so it
Oh.
might be that. But I can go, well, saying what you were talking about with like not turning down plans to just focus on yourself. I think people need to make I don't feel like going today a valid excuse, because some people
Yeah.
would be afraid to say, I just don't feel like going out, or telling family members and friends that. So it's just like,
Yeah, I feel, and another thing is like I know people are like really soft spoken and just let people, like there's nothing wrong with being that type of person, but sometimes like some stuff has to come to an end. Like you can't always let people like take advantage of you or walk over you, and if that means you have to avoid them, then that's okay, because sometimes people be like, they're real pumped up, like I'm not gonna let them talk to me any kind of way, and they just come up and then they end up just letting, if you had avoiding a person and not talking to them the entire day, if that's what you need to do to not have people, it's okay. But some people have different characteristics, and you can't. It's not.
yeah, like definitely if you're soft spoken, then it's going to be a lot harder for you to say no to people, because usually people who are more soft spoken, you're people pleasers and you're always focused on meeting somebody's standard or meeting the bar that somebody sets for you. And it can be really hard when you don't. So I think when it comes to different types of personalities, everybody handles things in different ways. Like if you're not soft spoken and you're fine with confrontation, then you're going to have no problem saying, well, no, I don't feel like going out with you today. And if they ask why, because I don't want to be around you, or because I need time to myself. And they're not going to have an issue with that. Where somebody who's soft spoken may say, well, okay, I'll still go if you want me to, or well, if you really want me there, then I'll go, even though they don't feel like it. So sometimes you have to build stuff like that up, and it might be in small ways, just learning how to say no to small tasks or learning how to say no to small get-togethers and ease into it, because it's not easy. It's not easy completely changing your mindset or who you are, especially because that's a trait of your personality. And if that's something that you've carried with you all your life, and now all of a sudden you're just like, well, I don't want to be soft-spoken anymore. It's not going to be that simple, because for all your life you've been soft-spoken and you've said yes to people and you've done the stuff that people want. So completely flipping from that, the people around you are probably going to start to look at you like, well, normally she say yes to me, why is she changing? Or normally she say she wanted to go, so why is she acting like that now? And that's going to be the time where you're like, okay, if they don't understand the change that I'm making, they can't be in my life.
Yeah. And another thing to add on to that, you don't have to talk to everybody every day. Like, some people be like, oh, I'm that friend that you got to talk to every day. I'm not that friend you have to talk to every day, because I have some things going on. I need some days that I need just for myself to regroup. And if you got those people that are pressing you about talking to them every day, then they shouldn't be in your life. Sometimes you might have to come to a realization of that. Like, I'm not available for everyone every day. I'm available for myself every day. You have to remember that always. Like, only person that you have to please is yourself. Like, you have to impress yourself, please yourself. Don't, if you find yourself out here trying to please other people, then you're gonna be fine. You're gonna find yourself pushing your morals away, doing things that you don't normally do just to make somebody else happy, when you're in the one in need of being happy. Like, you're in the one in need of happiness. So whatever you do, just like, before you do anything, just ask yourself, is this going to benefit me? Like, is this going to make me happier? Is this, or am I doing this for somebody else? Like, I was on Sid's Talk to Me Tuesdays, and somebody was like, they do other things. So you have to ask yourself. She was like, you have to ask yourself, is this for me? Or is this for them? Because if you're doing this for them, then it's not going to get you anywhere. It's not helping you It's not helping you in any sort. Always ask yourself, is this for me or is this for somebody else? Because if it's for you, you're going to grow.
Definitely agree. I'm pretty sure, yep, that's all our slides, so I can stop sharing now. But yeah, I definitely agree. Sometimes people will get into a habit of doing things or reaching out to other people, or it's like watering a dead plant. You know that plant not about to come back to life. And if you keep watering it, you just going to keep on killing it. You're going to drown a plant. So if you sitting there constantly reaching out to people, constantly doing stuff for other people, constantly overexerting yourself, trying to get results from other people, and you're still not getting them, that should say something. That should say, okay, well, maybe I need to stop and really reevaluate my friendships, my relationships, myself, and where I'm focusing my energy. Because if you see that you're not getting those energies reciprocated back to you, then it's probably time that you redirect them, because you're going to drain yourself and you're going to become tired and you're going to get pretty irritated with not getting the same responses back that you feel like you deserve. And sometimes it's just like, okay, well, gotta create my own energy, create my own space, create my own bubble where I feel appreciated, where I feel valued, where I feel important, because that's what most people want from other people, or just in general. Everybody wants to feel appreciated. Everybody wants to feel valued, whether it's by your peers, whether it's by your family, whether it's by your colleagues. If you can create that for yourself, then you won't be so quick to rely on someone else to provide that. The same thing with happiness. If you create your own happiness, you won't be quick to look for a friendship to replace the happiness that you don't have. You won't be quick to look for a relationship to replace the happiness that you don't have. If you instill all the things that you want from your friendships, your relationships, your life within yourself, then you won't have to go to outside sources to provide it when you feel like it's lacking. You'll be able to build it up yourself.
So I agree with that 100%, because if you see yourself with some people, because I know what it is in friendships, relationships, if you find yourself constantly checking up on the other person, like, oh, we're calling them first, texting them first, and if you bring it up with them and they're like, oh, well, I'm just not that type of person, you deserve to get that affection back. You deserve to be checked up on. You deserve to be loved. Not you always doing this for some person, they're not doing it for you. Like, that's not what we're going to sit here and do. And if that means they got to go, then that means they got to go. And you're going to see, like, sometimes if you stop talking to people, like, you stop talking to them first, you're never going to hear from them again. And don't even feel bad about it. They just had to go, because, you might be hurt, like, oh, wow, like, they're really not talking to me. They're not having, no, it's more than okay, because now you see who's for you and who's not for you. Because if they really was there, if they really cared about you, they would have checked if you was good. They would have seen if you was, but they didn't. And that means you just got to find other people.
Yeah, definitely. Relationships, a lot of times you feel like it's 50-50, and it should be. You should be getting equal, but I feel like if it's something that you're really committed to, even your friendships, if you're really like trying to build a friendship, build a relationship, build a bond, it should be 100-100. You should both be giving your all. And sometimes you're going to have to carry more weight than the other person. Like you said, sometimes you're going to be that friend that doesn't feel like talking every day. So you're going to have to reach out to them and say, oh, aren't you good? I know you in your feelings, but like you still alive, and you got to do that sometimes. So it's definitely, you definitely have to understand that people are going to have their days. People are going to have their moments where you have to carry more weight in the friendship or the relationship, but that shouldn't be every day. You shouldn't be reaching out to them every single time to talk. You shouldn't be the only one planning stuff so that y'all can hang out. You shouldn't be the only person putting in any type of effort so that the relationship can continue. And if you are, then that's probably a situation that you need to leave. And I know for some people saying just leave is easier said than done, but over time you get tired, and sometimes you can get all the advice that you want, but until you get fed up with it, until you get tired of treating bad, until you get tired of feeling bad, that's the only time you're going to leave, because your friend can sit and tell you, oh, you probably need to stop talking to them, you probably need to stop trying to initiate stuff with them. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, keep doing it, and then you're gonna get your feelings hurt, and you'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm done. So it really takes you saying, I'm tired of feeling like this, or I'm tired of dealing with this, to really get out of that situation.
I agree with that 100% because yes, it really everything that you want the change that you need to stop saying that, oh, I want this to change. You need to actually go ahead and try to do it because you're the only person that's gonna get yourself out of that dark hole. Like if you've been depressed for a long time, like you have to try and make a change. You have to. I'm not saying nothing's gonna happen overnight. Don't be mad when you're not seeing results right away. But you gotta have that patience. You gotta have that discipline as well because just because you just started doing something, you're not seeing results right away, it's coming with discipline and the need that you want for it to change, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. And back to what you were saying with if you I know myself, I'm a very affectionate person, and it is a lot. Like I do like it's a lot to not, like what you said, leaving is easier said than done because you might not want to leave a certain relationship or friendship or whatever it may be, whatever it takes. Like if you have to block the person, you gotta block them and delete their number so you don't know what number to dial, then that's what you gotta do because it's in your self-interest. It's like, oh snap, I don't have their number. So what I'm gonna do? It's like it's in your whatever it takes to get yourself out that hole, whatever that you dug. That's the only person that's gonna take you. Don't let nobody say, oh, I can make you happy, or don't rely on any other thing, not drugs, not people, nor none of that. It's up to you. You're your own medication. Like you're the person that's going to take yourself out that hole. It's you.
Oh yeah, like block, delete. And when you say delete, not even just the number, the messages, the pictures,
Oh
the
yeah, don't.
videos, all the memories. If you got to get rid of all of that just so you aren't quick to say, man, I
I miss
really miss this time. Like,
No, because when you go back and reading the messages, you get hurt. And, reading the messages all over again make you want to hit them up with something. Like, don't even like delete,
all of it.
delete them
All of
pictures.
it. You got
Every
to get
single
rid of
person,
everything.
follow them on Instagram. Just everything, let it go. Like you just gotta let it go because it's weighing on you. It's already weighing on you that you're not talking to them, and then you like your mind don't think it's not normal, but like it's your mind is telling you you're trying to find a way to get in touch with them. You're like, oh snap, I just deleted that number, I just did this. That's a sign. That's a sign from God. Okay, that's a sign telling you like, come on, get it together, sis, because
Right.
if you're running out of options here, it's no way for you to talk to them again, it's no way for you to get in touch with them. So the only thing left for you to do is just move on. Like, and then it's okay to keep looking for options until there's none, and when there's none, that's a sign. You got to go pack it up.
And oh my gosh, see the red flags. Don't say, oh, well, maybe it's a hint of orange. No, it's a red flag and you need to see it. If you see certain signs of, okay, I don't like how they're treating me, see that sign the first time, and that should be your signal to either say something or leave. And if you say something and they don't change it within a certain time period, then that's probably a sign to leave too. Because there are plenty of people who say, well, that's a red flag, but red's my favorite color. And you end up in a toxic situation. So no. If you see a red flag, leave. That's the point that you need to leave, or you need to say something and speak on it and really have a conversation, because sometimes people don't notice that their traits or their personality traits are triggering you, and you have to say something in order for them to change that. Now, if you're saying it back to back to back to back and nothing's changing, well, that's a big bright red flag in your face. I mean, you should take that hint.
Because I understand what you're saying. Like, those, don't ignore them. Please don't ignore them, because it's only going to end up hurting yourself. And I know sometimes, like, after you've like left a relationship or a friendship or whatever, and it's just like you thinking about, you just like, you look, now you start looking after you accept that you need to move on, then you start saying, and you really start saying like, oh, why do I even want to get in touch with this person anymore? Because look at all, you have a long list now of what they did to you, how wrongly they treated you, how badly they crossed you. Like, now you saying here like, oh, I don't need you anymore. Like, that wasn't helping me. Like, when you start to realize that is when you really gonna start to get better, because you're just saying like, this person is not benefiting me in any type of way. So why do I still need them? And I know sometimes like afterwards you might be like, well, you start getting hurt like about what really happened, because when you're in the at the present moment, you in that relationship, you know you're getting treated badly, but it's hard for you to leave afterwards. When you figure all that out, like what, like how wrong they did you, it starts to hurt. Like, sometimes it doesn't hurt right after, but that's another thing with like grief and stuff. You have to let yourself, we all have emotions, it's okay.
Yeah, I was definitely about to say. And even sometimes it takes that person coming back into your life after you've had that growth and that change, not 5 minutes after, but after you've had that growth and your change, and you're like, wow, what was I thinking? Or why were we ever friends? Because you've grown so much and had so much good growth that you're just like, I'm not the person that I was when I was able to communicate with you. I see why I blocked you. And sometimes it takes you seeing that, or you see, well, I see why I stopped communicating with you. And you can say that to them. If you're that blunt, you can say, well, this is why we don't have any more conversations, because
Right.
you've seen so much growth in yourself that it's just like, you don't even serve a purpose at this point in my life anymore.
Yeah. And don't be surprised when those people all of a sudden hit you up when you start growing and stuff. When you really starting to glow up, and people just hitting you up out of nowhere like, oh, what's up? No, I don't, not doing this again. That's gonna help. That's how you gonna get back down and say, no, we're not gonna do this again. You're gonna leave me alone, because that's the time point is you gonna see that you really, because back then you would have been like, you would have taken back in an instant, like, oh, hey, what's going on? But now that's how you see the growth in yourself, because now you're not ready for round two. You're not doing that. No.
Definitely. Like, don't be quick to go back, because then, especially if it's like a friendship or a relationship where somebody has treated you wrong, take that time to get that growth and heal for yourself and really decide, okay, are they worth still having them in my life? Because if you're quick to go right back and give it like a day, they're gonna be like, okay, I can do this again, and she just going to forgive me. We're gonna be cool again. You have to really see, okay, I've grown, I'm at peace with myself, I've forgiven them for my sake. You don't have to forgive them because they need to be forgiven. You have to forgive people sometimes for your sake, and they may not ever apologize, but for your own sanity, so you don't drive yourself crazy waiting for an apology, waiting for them to feel sorry, waiting for them to actually feel empathy for what they did to you, you have to forgive them and say, this is a part of who you are, and that's fine, but I can't accept that, so I forgive you for what you did to me, but I don't forget your actions. I'm going to remember that, and I'm going to remember how you treated me. You can forgive someone, but never forget what they did, because if you completely erase what they did to you, you're going to be prone to say, okay, well, I forgot about it, so it's fine. It won't happen again. And it will, because you were able to let them back into your life so quickly.
Yeah. That trauma, let me tell you something. Sometimes you gotta forgive, because that trauma on your heart is really just, it's weighing your heart so much. And sometimes you really reliving that thing every day. The more you don't forgive them, like the more it replays back in your head, like, wow, like this, it's okay to don't feel like you forgiving them, or you just letting it go. We never said we was gonna forget it. We gonna let it, you know. So it takes, you'd be surprised how much weight it takes off your heart. Like, it really. And when people try to, like we were saying, when people try to say, oh, like, you're being selfish now, or like, you don't feel bad for being selfish about yourself. Don't feel bad about that. Don't, because you gotta start putting yourself first. If you're a person that always put people first before you, or just cared about people's well-being, But then you gotta see, like, are they putting you first as well? If they're not, then you gotta put yourself first. It's nobody that's gonna put you first but yourself.
And people will definitely try to manipulate you and say, okay, well, you being cocky if you're trying to take all this time for yourself, or you being real selfish. And they'll manipulate you and they'll gaslight you to make you feel like the things that you're doing are wrong. But it's not. You should be selfish in your healing process. You should be selfish when it comes to loving yourself, because nobody else is going to do that for you. Nobody else is really required to do that for you but you. At the end of the day, you have to come home and look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm happy with who I am. No matter what decisions you make, no matter what happens in your life, you have to love yourself, and you have to be secure enough in yourself that you don't rely on it from other people.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's really important to understand that and to know that nobody else can provide for you the way that you should. I mean, when you're young, yes, your parents are going to provide for you. Your family is going to provide for you. They're going to love you and care for you. But as you get older, you're going to see, okay, this is all me.
Yeah.
I got this. I have to do this. This is the weight on my shoulders, and I have to handle that. I can't run home to my parents anymore because they have their own lives, and I have my own life now, and that I'm caring for people. I'm trying to pay bills. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. So you can't really run to the same people and dump your emotions on them anymore, because you have to handle them yourself, especially growing into adulthood. That's something that I've definitely had to understand, because I'm about to graduate high school. I'm about to be 18. I'm about to be an adult. I'm about to be going off to college. So it's just like, okay, this is the point in my life where it's like, I really do have to understand how to do certain things on my own. I'm not going to be able to run home every day after school and cry on my mom's shoulder. She might be miles away if I go out of state. So it's going to be like, okay, I got to handle these emotions on my own. I got to get comfortable with being alone, because even in college, sometimes you don't make those friendships that other people have. So you're going to have to get comfortable saying, I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. I'm secure enough in myself where I don't feel lonely when I'm by myself. I enjoy spending time alone with myself. And sometimes that's what you need. So it's definitely important to understand stuff like that.
Another thing is, like, you gotta always remember, nobody really got you like you got you. Like, nobody has me like I got me, because it's nobody. It's literally. And sometimes don't make something. I always, like, you cannot make permanent decisions with temporary people. Like, you gotta really sometimes, and it's crazy because some people that you might think are gonna be permanent, they're really temporary in disguise. You might think, oh, this, I'm gonna have this person, like, I'm not even worried them crossing me. They're gonna be in my life forever. And then boom, they do something. You just planned your whole future with them, and now your whole plan messed up because they're not in that part of that future anymore. Don't do that to yourself. Always bet on yourself. Don't bet on anybody else being there. You're going to be there for yourself tomorrow, today, like in the day after that. Like, just always remember you got you. And if you gotta make sometimes, like, you gotta just think, if you find yourself only see your future with yourself, sometimes you're gonna meet other new people. Don't get me wrong. But don't try to make a really serious decision with somebody that might not even be there for you tomorrow. So just keep that in mind. Like, are they gonna be there for me?
Yeah, especially if you can see that somebody isn't planning on being as serious as you are with your friendship or your relationship or your decisions. Like, if you're planning into the future with somebody that don't even know what they want to do tomorrow, you making a mistake right there. Like, if you are planning things years into your life, like, you're like, okay, I can see this friendship ride with me for the rest of my life, and they don't even know if they want to carry you into the next year. You can't do stuff like that, and you have to really understand not only their place in your life, but your place in people's life. Because the same way people are in your life for a lesson or for support, you're going to be in somebody's life for a lesson or support. So they might see the traits that you are showing with personal growth and emotional growth, and they're like, okay, well, maybe I need to copy that, or I need to manipulate that and use it in my life. Or they're going to say, well, shoot, I don't know if I can ride with that, and they're going to leave your life. So it's really just knowing what role you play for yourself and what role you play for other people, because it flips both ways. It goes both ways. For your friendships, they may see you the same way. For your friendships, you may see them the same way. So it really all depends on who you are, the value the person holds for you, the value you hold for them, what you guys are showing each other, because You might feel like, this goes back to love languages too. You might feel like, okay, well, I'm doing everything that they should want me to do. And you're loving them the way that you would want to be loved. But that doesn't mean you're loving them the way they want to be loved. Because everybody has a different way of showing affection, receiving affection. So where you might need to hear somebody say, I love you every single day, they might not want that. They might not do that. They might not be something that they grew up with, where you might need to have a hug every time you see them. They might not like receiving affection, so they're not going to hug you every time you see them. So it really depends, especially on friendships, because some friendships and relationships too, a lot of times in relationships, people will have different ways of communicating and showing their affection, and the people inside the relationship won't understand that. So they'll feel like, okay, well, why is he not loving me the way I want to be loved? And he's probably thinking, okay, I'm doing everything that she should want me to do. Like, what else could she want? And it's because you guys haven't communicated that to each other. Don't expect anybody to know how to love you and care for you right off the bat, especially if you don't tell them, because they're not going to know. That's like going to school and taking a test without studying the subject. You're not going to know what to do. You're not going to know what's on that test. You're going to look at it and it's going to be a foreign subject because you haven't learned about it. You haven't been told about it. You haven't been educated. And a lot of the times people will say, okay, well, they should know, they should assume. Well, they shouldn't, because their assumption could be completely wrong. And especially if you still aren't feeling that and you're letting them assume and it's still wrong, I mean, take the hint and sit down and say, okay, this is how I want you to express your feelings. This is how I would like to receive affection. This is how I would like for us to operate. And you can let me know how I can help you feel my affection, because it really depends on what you like to receive.
Yeah, and to add on to that, like communication really is like it's really, and sometimes you have to, when you communicate with people, don't always expect a positive response. Like, but that's when you're going to see who's there, who's really for you and who's not. Because if you tell people like, oh, I don't like the way you do this, or the way, and it's not for me, it's not helping me grow or something, and then they just take it the wrong way. Well, I don't care. Da, 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 da. If they do that, then you gotta let them go, because you're over here trying to communicate and make things better, and they don't know. It's okay. And another thing, when you feel like you got schoolwork and too much stuff going on, like it's okay to take a break sometimes, but don't try to like quit. Like, no, I can't do this. I'm not going to do this anymore. Like, don't quitting is not the option. Okay, it's not. It shouldn't be an option. You can take a break. You gotta take 5 or whatever you need to do. Cry it out. Like, I know some people don't think like crying sessions can really do a lot. Like, crying is better than you harming yourself or doing other things. Like, it's a really good coping method. Like, I just put on some music, put on whatever, and then just cry it out. Like, it's okay. It's more than okay, because you're letting everything you need out, and it's going to help you bounce back to come back even harder.
Another thing to add on to what you said, every disagreement does not have to turn into an argument. And I think sometimes people do not acknowledge that. Just because we aren't on the same page, we can agree to disagree, but that doesn't mean we have to sit and scream at each other, because nobody's going to get anything good out of that. So if you're having a conversation with someone, a calm conversation with someone, and y'all just disagree, that's fine. Everybody's going to have their own opinion. Everybody's going to have their own way of thinking. You're not going to be able to change that sometimes. So just understanding that that doesn't have to be an argument. Y'all can just agree to say, you feel this way, I feel this way. We're not going to change each other's opinions, but I'm glad that I was able to express it. And you can leave it at that. It doesn't have to be something where y'all are exploding at each other and then not talking, because that didn't solve anything. And then the same thing with what he's saying said, taking a mental break. That does not mean completely give up. Like, taking that mental break or that media break, just stepping away from everything that you have going on for a little bit, because you still have those responsibilities. You can't just step away and never pick them back up, because then it's just like, what you doing? But sometimes you just gotta step away, take your time away to get your head back on straight, and then come back to it. Like, even if it's like you take 2 days off, the weekend, if you don't work on that weekend, you take those 2 days off to not focus on schoolwork, just focus on yourself. That's fine. And then you go back the next week and you can start fresh and have a fresh plate to set everything on. So it really just, don't think that you have to just pile everything on because that's what you see other people doing, because you never know what those other people are doing behind the scenes. A lot of times people think, okay, I don't need to ask for help because I don't see anybody else asking for help. I don't need to take a rest day because I don't see anybody else taking a rest day. People are able to project and show what they want to be seen. And that's the case for everything, social media and real life. People are able to tell you what they want you to know. They're able to show you what they want you to see. They're able to say what they want to be heard. So don't think because you don't see something going on in the background that it's not happening.
Yes, like another thing to add on to that, like life is really too short, and some like to add on to what you were saying, don't look at other people not asking for how other people not doing this, and then you just be like, I don't need to do it either. People know their limits, just like you know yours. Your limit is not their limit. Okay, you gotta know yourself, know your limits, know what you can and what you cannot do, and don't go based off what other people are doing. Like this is me, and like you were saying, like people can really show how they show things on. So don't think her life all perfect because nobody is going to show them failing. They're not going to show their downfalls. They're going to show what they want you to see. And it's not like that all the time. Just like it's not like that for you all the time. We have our good moments, we have our bad moments. And that's just us, like don't be mad. Like don't feel like, oh, I'm doing good and then something bad happens. Like success is not a one-way route. Like you're gonna have some detours. Like it's not gonna be straight ahead and it's like boom, I'm there. You're gonna go left, right, you're gonna go all around. Like it's okay. And don't feel like, oh, now I'm never gonna make it. Do not quit. Quitting is not an option. Like don't quit when stuff gets hard. It's okay, you gotta deal with it because that's what you was built for. Like you build yourself for this. All these obstacles coming your way, you're the only person that's going to get through them is you, not your homegirl, you're going to be the person that's going to get yourself through this. And when you get there, you're going to be like, wow, like this was all worth it. Everything happening, it was all worth it because now the happiness that you're going to get is just top tier.
I definitely agree. It's not a one-way street. Like you said, you're going to take back roads, highways, Ubers, Lyfts. You're going to have to get out, take some stops and stretch. So it's definitely it's not going to be one drive to another. You're going to be getting on a train, a plane, a bike, probably a scooter. You're going to have to take every route you can get. If you really want something and you're really trying to get that success, whether it's career success, emotional success, meaning you're becoming stable, physical success, meaning you're getting in shape, academic success, meaning you're getting those scholarships and you're getting into those colleges, you're going to do whatever you got to do and nobody's going to be able to stop you from it. Once you got your mind made up, if that's what you want to do and you're going to take that ride and take that journey, you're going to get in that car, and if you got to hop out the car and run down the freeway, you're going to do it because that's all that you want. Like, especially if you really have that hunger. If you really have that hunger and that drive for something, whatever it is, you're not going to let anything stop you. You're going to do the things that you have to do within yourself to make sure that's set in stone for your future, especially if you really want it. So, and even advice, like you're going to take the advice that you feel is actually going to help you. And it's that simple.
As long as you know what you want, because you'd be surprised what you willing to do. Like you order food or something, you got to go pick that. You'd be surprised what you're willing to do for it. You know what you can do, what you're willing to do for things. So just know when it comes to your success, you got to be able to do anything, and it's not a one-way street. It's not just it's a process, and you got to be willing to go through that. Like it is.
Yo, where y'all been at all this time? Where have y'all been all this time? Yo, I felt like I listened to a whole session of just straight jewels, like bomb after bomb. Y'all got a little riot in the comments, so y'all got to do a part 2. Yeah, they riding. Yeah, y'all got hashtag and everything. Part 2.
Oh my God.
No, because Jordan was really like, she was throwing the ideas, I was bouncing off. I was throwing some ideas. We was just bouncing off each other, and it was like,
right. It was good energy.
Yeah. Vibes.
Yo, y'all did great. Y'all did. This was a powerful session. I'm so mad that Kennedy's internet wasn't working, so she really couldn't be in on the conversation.
If we do a part 2, she gonna be right here with us.
Yup, she looked right.
Bet. Well, even though y'all dropped bomb at the bomb, y'all know y'all gotta give us the final jewel before y'all leave us. But like this was I know, Sid, I'm mad too. See, I know, Sid. I know, yo. We pushed it right to the limit.
You saying you want to go first?
Yeah. So basically, all I gotta say is just know your limits and don't do not give people what you have left, because your gas tank can be on empty, and don't give people that. You got to give them your best. You got to show them your best. So just keep that in mind.
Okay. Charge your energy, because that's the thing that you project to people. That's the thing they will see. They will feel your energy. Even before you speak, when you walk in the room, you can tell if somebody's energy is off. So charge your energy and help that to charge others, because if you want to be helped, you should be out here helping other people too. Karma is real. What goes around comes around, good and bad karma. So if you're doing the things that you want to be done to you, they're going to come back to you and multiply. So I would definitely just say charge your energy. And we're going to bring up those red flags again, because I saw them comments. Red flags are red. They are not orange. They are not pink. They are not yellow.
No, yo.
Not a shade of orange.
Jada said they was the Six flags.
No, it's not. It should be 6 red flags. And that means you need to run. Run. If it's red, it's red. Don't tint that hue or put them glasses on to make it change color. No, if it's a red flag, it's a red flag.
Yes. Well, Jordan, yo, this was amazing. Let me know when the next one is. Do the part 2. Y'all already know if y'all want to be a part of the second one, y'all hit up Jordan. She doing all that or whatever. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Sang. This was so powerful.
Happy y'all.
All right. Good night. I'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye. Y'all, such a powerful session, yo. The heat was definitely brought tonight, yo. Like, yo, where they been at? That's what I want to know. Like, where they been? They should have been here, yo. Like, yes, yes, and yes. Yo, but that's it for the night, y'all. We had a wonderful, thriving Thursday. I already told y'all what it is. So if you normally join the music track, we cutting this off now, because what we about to do can't be on live. Live going to shut us down. So the link is in the bio. It's going to be on a webinar Zoom. So it's going to feel like a live, but it ain't really going to be live. And I'm about to get all the way in on beach, y'all. It's the old school versus new school versus challenge. Y'all already know I'm representing for the old school. So if y'all coming to that, go get y'all a little popcorn. Go get whatever y'all drinking on, yo. Link is definitely in the bio, Instagram, HeartSmiles MD, yo. And I'm about to turn this thing on and get to it. I'll see y'all if y'all coming. If not, Focus Friday tomorrow. I'm out. Oh, go be productive. Go do something productive. If you ain't about to come and have fun with us, go do something productive. And if you need to be working on your goals, don't come have fun with us. Go work on your goals. I see y'all tomorrow.